Do not take this video lightly. I have a strong feeling that over the next 4 years, we have a huge opportunity, which is a small window to take full advantage of what I'm about to share in this video. And the thing is, a lot of people are not aware to what's going on. Several are. It may seem like it's bigger than it is, but it's a lot of people who may miss out on this huge opportunity or sleep on what's about to be available to us over the next 4 years. Don't let that be you. If you're watching this video, watch it to the very end, and I have something else as a bonus that I want to give to you. Salute. Crypto tax breaks that may be shaping the future of digital assets and money as we know it, finances as we know it. This is a very big deal because one of the ways to preserve your wealth is to minimize taxes. If you're not aware of the tax liability that you fall under, then you may end up paying over $1 million in taxes, and oftentimes much more than that. So having tax breaks associated with crypto will not only help you individually, but the whole economy. And it will cause people who are not currently involved in crypto to get involved because it only makes sense to do so. So what am I talking about? In a groundbreaking announcement, Eric Trump revealed plans to exempt American-based cryptocurrencies from taxation. This bold move positions the U.S. as a global crypto leader, which is what the new administration is on the verge of doing, trying to take full advantage of crypto that can keep and preserve America as the world power. You see, the dollar is declining in its value, in its use case, and in the eyes of other countries. So if the dollar declines in the eyes of the other countries, then that means America also declines in the eyes of the other countries, and those who live in America are affected by it. However, crypto has the ability to benefit anybody involved. So it's not necessarily just about the country. It's also about those who take advantage of the opportunity that presents itself no matter where you are. So the tax exemption announcement in this article, or a connection of where this came from, this information came from, can be found on Binance. So check it out, BinanceArticle.com, and do your own due diligence, do your own homework. None of what I'm about to say is financial advice. However, it is something to take heed to due to the fact that everybody is affected in some way, shape, form, fashion by the inflation rate as well as taxation, depending on, your situation. So the proposed tax exemption targets U.S. issued cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Cardano, Algorand, Ripple, Stellar, Hedera, which is basically BTC, ADA, Algo, XRP, XLM, and HBAR. So if you're involved in these cryptos, then you can position yourself to have some tax exemptions associated with it. If you're not, strongly consider it. Look into it. Look into the technology. Look into the use cases. Look into reasons why this particular crypto or cryptos that you choose may take off and have great benefits. Look into the partnerships that are already being developed or that have already been made in the area of these particular cryptos, and you doing your homework positions you to have the confidence necessary to make a sound decision that you can benefit from going forward. Now, love or hate Trump, and I know you see the MAGA on the screen, love or hate Trump, you got to take advantage of whoever's in the administration is laying on the table. So regardless of who's in there, there's something that you may be able to take advantage of based on whatever policies or whatever their plans are, whatever they plan to implement. And you just have to take advantage. Being that Trump is coming in as a pro-crypto president and also building a cabinet of people who are pro-crypto, you cannot sleep on this opportunity. You cannot miss out on this opportunity because the rich are flooding their money in and really taking advantage of it. You just have to be in position. You don't have to understand every detail, nook and cranny. You don't understand every detail, nook and cranny when it comes to money. But I know you see that the cost of things are going up, and $20 doesn't go as far as it used to. $100 doesn't go as far as it used to. So that's enough for you to say, okay, let me find other avenues, other ways that I can make sure that the money that I have is increasing in value some way, shape, form, fashion. That being said, these are the US-based cryptocurrencies that can position themselves to be tax-free. Take a screenshot if need be, and then do your homework. So strategic objectives. Number one, enhance the appeal of US-issued cryptocurrencies by making profits from them tax-free. This is critical because it's so easy in a sense to get access to some of these cryptos, but it's not always easy to get access to tax-free shelters. Most of the time you have to do all different types of strategies and set up different accounts and business structures and entities and insurances and all of these things in order to position yourself to be tax-free. Not that any of that is not of value. So do those things, learn from those things as well. But to be able to put your money in something that's an asset that can also provide you some tax freedom and position you to leave an inheritance or some wealth to your future generations, which many people desire and deserve to do. This is something that's worth understanding and diving into. Number 2, encourage non-U.S. crypto projects to relocate to the U.S., fostering innovation. This is key, and this is pretty genius. I know, putting America first is something that can help the country because we do a lot of importing, but not a lot of exporting. Basically, a lot of the things we buy are from other people, other countries, other continents, but not producing ourselves. But if we're thinking of things that can position American-made companies, and in this case, crypto, to be at the forefront or incentivize those who use its platform for whatever its use case is, that's great. But a whole nother level is saying, okay, if you're based in the U.S., now you can get these incentives as well. That's critical because now, yes, America, seems to be a melting pot. A lot of people are coming here. I'm not going to get into the details of my perspectives on that, but a lot of people are coming here. But if you're coming here, what value do you bring to the table? How can you benefit, humanity as a whole? Well, them being established or located or based out of the U.S. allows them to benefit, and that creates innovation, new ideas, new things that can come about, because over the next 4 years, I believe a lot of things are about to change as we know it. It's either get right or get left, and I hope you don't be the one that gets left. Now, so what's the vision of the U.S. crypto landscape? So Donald Trump envisions the U.S. as the crypto capital of the world. The goal, treat cryptocurrencies like money, free from additional taxes. Now, I will say that it's probably better than money. It has the potential to be better than money. When you look at the returns that have come from cryptocurrencies of many types of crypto, Bitcoin, of course, but several different others, you'll see that it's appreciating much faster than the dollar itself. If you put $20 into some of the coins a certain amount of years ago, that $20 will be able to buy you more in the grocery store than the $20 you can use in cash to go buy something at the grocery store today. That's just a fact. And that's with several different cryptos. Why is that important? Well, if your money is not appreciating in value, but now you can have your money going towards something that is appreciating in value, that makes it better than just money. And then the tax incentive just is a win-win. And this is just my perspective, how I view things. You tell me if you view it in a different way, but just something to keep in mind. Now, the critique of traditional banking. Eric Trump criticized traditional banks for limited hours and slow services. Cryptocurrencies offer 24/7 availability, enabling instant global transactions. Now, I know we've gotten accustomed to banking hours, holidays, and things of that nature, but when you think about it, people are spending money around the clock. So to have restrictions such as hours, time frame, holidays doesn't make sense. A lot of times people are spending money on holidays, and for some even more money on holidays, but not having access to do and have your money working and growing, and the stock market shutting down at a certain time kind of seems like a bit of the Stone Age. One day I think we will look back and realize, wow, can you believe that the stock market used to close? Can you believe that banks used to close? Just like we look at, for those of you who were born in the 80s, you remember a time that TV went off. Like it was nothing to watch after a certain time. That seems historical. That seems like the Stone Age. So having 24/7 availability seems like not just the present, but also the future. And that's a huge critique as it relates to the traditional banking. So look at how times have changed. And you can ask yourself, do I anticipate things changing, or will they stay the same? And if so, will it be of benefit for me to invest in the possible changes that are taking place, or just stay and remain and continue to do what I'm doing? And also you have to look at the amount of adoption that's taking place. So even if it's something that the government or entities didn't want to do, the people have the power. If enough people want that thing and enough people want access to that money, they want some level of privacy and the ability to own certain things, whether it's digitally or not, and the ability to access their funds 24/7. If enough people say that's what they want, then by default, entities will have to adjust to what the people want. So pay attention to all of those things. Follow the money, follow the people, and then you follow your gut instinct and you make the decision based on what you feel will best benefit you and your family. So advocacy for decentralization. Bitcoin's decentralized nature removes intermediaries like banks and lawyers. This reduces costs and simplifies transactions, making crypto investments more accessible. So getting rid of the middleman has great benefits. Nothing against lawyers. They do a great job at what they do. But we live in a day and age now where information is readily available. Even law is readily available. So now if you do have to have a conversation with a lawyer or a financial advisor, you at least come informed and you can ask the right questions and do what's best beneficial to you. But this allows you to simplify transactions and, like it says, make crypto investments more accessible than having to go through all of these hoops. I can't wait for certain industries to be disrupted. I won't say it on here because it may reveal some of my ideas, my personal ideas of what I may be able to contribute to the industry as a whole. But it's other industries that are ripe for disruption because of the future and what crypto and the blockchain holds. I haven't said blockchain one time, but the future of crypto as well as the blockchain, because the blockchain is the foundation that crypto is built upon. So it's immensely important. If you don't know about the blockchain, look into it. But for those of you who know, if you know, you know. All right, legislative developments. The Bitcoin Act of 2024 mandates transfer of Bitcoin held by federal agencies to the Treasury. Treasury must purchase 1 million Bitcoins over 5 years. So these are some of the things that, you know, are supposed to be taking place based on the Bitcoin Act of 2024. So look into that act. Now, if they're transferring Bitcoin held by federal agencies to the Treasury, and the Treasury must purchase 1 million Bitcoins over 5 years, do you think that Bitcoin is going to have value in 5 years? They're transferring it to the Treasury, and they're mandating that they purchase 1 million Bitcoins over the next 5 years. Do you want your money to be growing as they're preserving and reserving Bitcoin over the next upcoming years? I said over the next 4 years is a small window, but this is something we need to be doing like yesterday. And everybody, when they get involved, they're like, dang, is it too late? Or they're asking themselves, you know, or they're wishing they would have locked in and took advantage sooner. I'm guilty of that as well. I first found out about Bitcoin, I think in like 2016, but it was just like I didn't know enough to even know what questions to ask, what research to do. But had I known what I know now, I would have dove in deeper. But now I'm at that place where I'm like, okay, it's time to dive in. Yeah, it's over 100,000. Okay. Or, you know, it ranges from above 100 or below 100. But oh well, time is not waiting for anyone. So I have to take advantage now. And I encourage you to do the same, even if it's from a research standpoint, until you develop similar or the same conviction. But just pay attention to what we just said in this slide. Community response. The crypto community has embraced the tax exemption proposal. A poll showed 88% support from over 14,000 respondents. So a lot of people are okay with having that tax incentive associated with crypto. Now, I don't know about you, but if you are from America, it's really un-American to pay taxes. See, a lot of times people think of it as like, oh, it's okay, you know, it's American, it's the American way. But when they misuse tax dollars, then that's not a good thing. And it's not to say we don't mind contributing to whatever, you know, comes from tax dollars, like schools and, you know, roads and things of that nature. However, it's a lot of misuse that has taken place, and it robs individuals of their wealth, and they tax everything, the income, the outcome. When you think about all of the taxes you pay, you know, and what America was built on initially and all of those things that they were trying to get away from in the area of taxes is un-American to pay taxes. So most people who understand that will prefer not to overpay in taxes. A lot of people are just not, a little lazy in their research and their digging and what they're willing to do to minimize taxes. So they just settle and accept what comes their way. But that's not you. And hopefully you don't adopt that mentality, because that's going to do your future generations a disservice. If you're of the dynamic of people who say, well, I wasn't taught this, my family didn't teach that, my mother didn't understand this, you bet not be the parent who your kids also can say the same thing. My parents didn't teach me that. You better become that informed parent who's able to teach your kids or your grandkids, depending on your age, when you're watching this video. Market implications, and let's wrap it up. Analysts predict a surge in cryptocurrency prices due to tax exemptions. However, market volatility may follow as investor enthusiasm grows. Basically, simply put, yes, I feel like the price is going higher. So if a person tells you an exact price, they probably don't really know. But can they say that the price will be more, or crypto will be worth more tomorrow than it is today? And when I say tomorrow, I mean, in 5 years, let's just say that. Then the answer is yes, absolutely. Do you want your money to be worth more in 5 years than it is today? Absolutely. Will there be some volatility, meaning that will it go up and then on paper it look as though you lost money? Absolutely. But when it goes down in price, you treat it like your favorite item at the grocery store, favorite item at the store went down in price. You look at it like, oh, this is a deal. Instead of me buying 1 case of water, let me buy 3. You can buy more because the price went down. So look at it as a discount. Again, not financial advice, but understand the power of what's coming from these tax incentives and how you can position you and your family to take advantage of it. Again, I said I had a freebie, so you know what to do. So do what you know. Mr. Smith, take it away. So what are your thoughts about this? I need you to comment below and let me know how you feel about this. Do you see this as a great opportunity? And if you haven't already, check out the video where I talk about how you can increase your cash flow so you can buy more crypto. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.